So we're right in the middle of the Sea of Cortez right now, and we can already see land on the far side, so that's really good. We've just stopped seeing it behind us maybe a couple of hours ago, and now it's starting to appear in the distance through the fog in front of us. The Sea of Cortez is really quite narrow. It's only about 75 miles across, I think at its narrowest point, so it's very friendly for day sailing around. Yeah, so we're doing good. The wind has calmed down a little, the swell hasn't. The sea can only really be described as lumpy at the moment, so we're getting tossed around a bit, but we are making very fast progress, so that's okay, we don't mind that. What are we on? Just under 70 miles to go, and we're arriving just after midnight. Should be fun.
Previously on Sailing Bohemia. We arrived in San Carlos and explored the picturesque coastal town.
Okay, we're in, and we're pleasantly surprised. This place is lovely.
We loaded up Bohemia to the max on mainland groceries and raised the sails for our 24-hour passage south toward Isla Carmen.
What you can get away with on a small boat. That's better.
It was only when the sun started to go down that the captain noticed how peaceful the cockpit had become and turned his attention to the first mate on watch.
Seriously?
I was like, is he sleeping?
No, excuse me. I'm on my break.
You've had nothing but break the whole sail.
It's been 11-hour break, but so far so good.
Nice sail?
More nibbles would be nice.
Yeah. I'll send out for the galley.
Ring the bell.
It's really started to howl now. I was expecting the wind to die as the night went on, but it's built. We got a solid 25 at the moment, but the Sea of Cortez is a weird beast with the swell. It's really short period, maybe 3 or 4 seconds, and right on the stern quarter or sometimes on the beam, it's knocking us round into it quite a bit, so the boat is fighting it. On the plus side, we're really making great progress, and only 30 miles to go in this, so...
Just like the first mate always says,
if it can't be pleasant, it might as well be quick. Okay, so we just arrived and dropped the hook. I'm so tired. It's only been one night, but I didn't manage to get any sleep. But it was our fastest sail ever, I think. We managed to make it a full 4 hours ahead of schedule. At least 4 hours ahead of schedule, actually. So that's record timing. We dropped the anchor in the dark, but we have pretty good charts of this area, so it wasn't too stressful. The wind is howling here, but we're out of the swell, so it's nice to be in some flat water for a change. Looking forward to getting some rest and checking out the area tomorrow. Good night.
It's so good to wake up in the morning after a long passage and be in this paradise. The sea is turquoise, the bay is wonderfully large, it's fantastic. It was really worth the long passage. So there's a sunken ship, like a shipwreck that we're actually gonna go and explore. Then there's a massive long beach, and then there's a deserted salt mine with a ghost town. So there's so much to do, and we only have 2 days, because in 2 days time the winds will change back to the southerlies, so we're gonna be chased out of here because south is directly over there. So there's gonna be swell coming in. So yeah, lot to do. Let's get on with it. Okay, we are right above the shipwreck now. It's quite spooky, to be honest, because isn't this the place where all the sea monster lives and sharks and you name it? It's like, release the Kraken!
As the ghostly outline of the wreck unfolded before us in the shallow bay, we were taken aback by the scale of the loss. Legend has it that this ghostly 120-foot vessel once served the small town and salt harvesting operation in the bay. The owners fell on hard times and were forced to sell the business and leave the island. So they loaded as much equipment as they could onto this vessel in order to limit their losses. But there was too much to carry. As the vessel became overloaded and started to take on water, it sank in front of their eyes. Many years on, the wreck is being reclaimed by the sea and makes for a spooky but atmospheric dive site. The rusting hull provides great shelter and is home to the largest number of fish we have encountered in the Sea of Cortez.
Well, that was something special. I've never seen anything like that. A bit spooky, to be honest. I always expected some big fish monster coming out, but luckily it was just a safe haven for all the small fish.
Wow, that was quite an experience. I wasn't expecting anything like it. The ship is really huge, and it's such a habitat, a haven for fish now that it's wrecked. I can really see why divers love to dive on wrecks. It's the first one I've ever seen. But quite incredible, fascinating to explore and stick your head through some of the windows, the portholes, and see what's behind. I surprised an eel just now, who I think we were both as surprised at each other to come face to face. And there were some really big fish, so really cool.
Quick shower and straight on the beach. Get some hiking going.
What a hectic program. That's not what I signed up for when I went cruising. We're getting chased out of here by the weather. In all seriousness, one thing that we have learned while we've been cruising is that if you have good conditions for what you want to do, then you should take advantage of it, because the next day, really, who knows what's in store. We could get chased out early or anything could happen. So we do try to take advantage of it when we possibly can. Today, that means a busy day.
Please do spare some sympathy for Bohemia's busy crew, who occasionally execute a snorkeling trip and a stroll on the beach, all in the same day.
Oh yeah, this is my type of beach.
Isn't it beautiful?
We are back in the paradise.
These colors are just incredible. Okay, ready?
3, 2, 1.
Wow. Wow, this is just paradise. It was fun being back in San Carlos and remembering what civilization felt like, but I think the Baja has really spoiled us. Any people around us just feels like a crowd these days. Yeah, so we're going to enjoy being remote and being off the grid for a little longer. We've got a second wave of that coming.
Little palapa bar with music would be nice. To contradict him. Maybe I can open one. Baila, baila, baila. Baila, baila, me.
Okay, that time of the month has come round again. It comes round quickly. We need to clean the hull. We need to go dive and do some scrubbing. We have one coat of hard bottom paint on our boat, and it's starting to get less and less effective, so we need to clean it more often. Just give it a light scrub normally, but when we're in San Carlos, I think it's quite a high growth area. The water was a bit murky, and we seem to have picked up quite a lot of growth this time around, so maybe we've left it a bit too late, who knows. It's going to be a tough one this afternoon. No rest for the wicked.
Join us next time on Sailing Bohemia, where
27 knots! These mountains are really funneling.
Wow, we have never ever sailed this fast with just the Genoa out. It's insane.
It's never easy deciding to turn back, but in this case I think we made the right decision.
I haven't seen anything like it. How suddenly it has increased from 20 knots to 40. Insane, and it didn't feel that good. I'm really pleased that we've decided to come back.
I'm looking forward to a warm shower.
Woo!
And several showers later, we arrive in the picture-perfect bay of Puerto Escondido, just in time for a special celebration. Special thanks in this episode go to our newest patrons for keeping the margaritas iced and spiced. Thank you to Maritza and her partner from Humboldt Bay, California, who are busy planning their future round-the-world sailing adventures. Thank you to Sandra, who is currently swatting up on sailing in Banderas Bay, Mexico. And thank you to Brett. Sorry, Brett, we don't know where you're from, but thank you all so much, and here's to you.
Cheers! Thank you!
If you enjoyed this episode, then please don't forget to comment, like, and share. See you next time.